Hey everyone, welcome back to Beekeeping with Natalie, or welcome to, if you are new,
Take three.
Oh, take three. I was like, what? I never say. Anyways, this is take three. We're not going to redo it. It's fine. Nobody really cares. But anyways, so today's video, I think this is part 14 we said, and it is August 29th. The smoker is going insane today. I don't know why, but at least it's actually going. It's a little hot right now, so I might need to pack it down. But today's video...
Bees are hot too.
What?
Bees are hot too.
Yeah, they are. It's getting a little bit later in the day. I don't know. I think it's around like 7-ish. Well, speaking of getting hot, jeez. Anyways, it's getting a little bit later. It's later in the year too, so they're not quite as happy. So we're gonna try and get this done real quick. But we're treating with Apagard today. It is a lot cooler. Like it feels like sweatshirt weather because we're so used to the humid, hot heat, but it's really nice out, and so it's a good time to be treating right now. We won't be treating any of the splits that we made because they already went through like a brood break, so we're not going to treat them. But all of these, anything that's bigger than like an 8 frame, we're going to go ahead and treat here. They should all be bigger than like 10 frames, but we're going to treat them. I'm also just now realizing I forgot to clean these.
Well, wait, we're not treating the ones that have new queens, right?
No, like we won't split any of, I guess.
Because that red one's a new queen and Apamay's a new queen.
Yeah. You can. Let's just focus on these first ones.
Okay.
And then we'll get to them. But I didn't clean this. You're supposed to clean them, but oh well.
We're so prepared.
Yep. We only had to go back down to the house like 5 times, but it's fine. So, okay, so we're feeding with, not feeding, I already said that a million times, sorry, treating with Apagard. And I actually already did a video on this on my normal videos, so it's kind of the same thing here. But this is one thing about this series that we will be doing is treating our bees. It's not saying like you absolutely have to do this 100%. I never would say that, but this is what we're doing just for our bees because it's really all that we can do where we're at. It's the only thing that really works for us right now is making sure that we do treat them. So it is what we're doing, and we use Apagard. We have tried Apagard strips. We've tried Formic Pro. Is that right? Mm-hmm. And I'm sure we've tried some other small things along the way. But Formic is not my favorite because of the smell. Like I cannot stand the smell of it. And it's kind of just a pain in a couple different ways, but I know a lot of people that really like it. So it is something that you'll have to test out on your hives every year and figure out what you like most. But we've always been using Apagard the last, I don't know how many years, and it works well for us. So that's what we'll use. There are a few things to treating that you have to pay attention to is some type of feeder shim. So feeder shims are important for feeding just like pollen sub or treating, or if you're just going to lay something on top of those frames, you have to have some type of shim on there. So we gathered a few different lids here that we'll have to switch out. Typically, we don't like to put these telescoping lids on because we know at some point in the year we're gonna have to change them out, but we just put them on whenever we did this series. So anyways, all these lids right here can be put on. So we're gonna switch out some of these. This one was just a normal lid that we had, and it just got added. The feeder shim got added to it, so you can literally just put a couple of wood pieces on the edge here. It's a little bit thick, and this one's starting to break off, but it'll do for now.
I think the reason we use telescoping lids is because most people that are growing from 2 to 20.
I think that is why we use them, yeah. Most people are going to have telescoping lids because that's what we started with too. So we have a lot of them. It's just whenever it comes to feeding and treating, it can be a little bit challenging. If you have an inner cover, some inner covers have just enough space that you can go ahead and treat, but like we don't keep inner covers on these, so we have to put something down. But these lids have that feeder shim kind of built into it with a little bit of space, which is why we like them. That's why we have most of them on there. But this one is it's a bucket feeding lid, but that one also, it already has it on there. This is hot. I need to pack it down a little bit because it's not putting out smoke anymore. It's just a bunch of fire. Okay. Man. Okay, so then I didn't do this in the last time I treated. I know I should have, but you should wear gloves whenever you do this. And I know some people recommend like safety glasses and all that stuff. We don't do that around here. I mean, we do when it's really necessary. But when it comes to like treating, I did put them on the other day just because I didn't want to deal with it being sticky and everything. But it is a chemical, you got to be careful. I will do it whenever we do like oxalic. I always wear a mask. Oh, nice.
Watch out for those
Black widows.
black widows.
But anyway, so you should wear gloves. You can wear safety glasses and all that, but I'm just going to wear the gloves for now. So Apagard, we just buy in the tub like this. You can get them in the little, oh, I don't know what you would call it. It's a little, yeah, it's a little tin basically, and you just peel off the lid and then place it on there. So it's really easy, but it's not convenient whenever you have a ton of hives that need to be treated. So we always just buy the buckets here, and then it comes with a syringe. For us, we do about 50 on doubles. If it's a smaller double, like I open it up and there's really not a whole lot in there, like we just added that box, I'll do a little bit lower, maybe like 40. But then singles, we do anywhere between 30 and 35. So like, I just open it up and then get it to somewhere in between there. But you are supposed to kind of mix this up. It's been mixed multiple times because I've used it the last couple of days. I just used it, I think it was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's fresh, it's good to go, but all it is just opening it up to where you want it. So that would be 50. And then you place it on the hive. So I'll show you how we do that here. It's pretty simple, like it goes really fast, especially if you have 2 people. But
we get in the system.
We do get in the system. Somebody will crack all the lids and lay the cards, and then somebody else will go back through and put the actual Apagard on. And then the person that put all the lids off will go back through and put the lids back on. So we get in the system, and we're usually driving to the yard longer than we're actually in the yard. But it also is not that, like last night, I did it by myself and it was still really fast. So it's just something small, but it can really benefit them, especially where we're at here. So they look pretty good. They're up in that top box. Now it's hard to tell sometimes because of how much I'll smoke them, especially when it's later in the day like this. But they are up in that box, like they're all over the lid too. So then these are the cards that it comes with. It comes with a pack of these, and literally just lay it on top there. Only issue with these is if it's windy, then they'll blow off.
They blow away.
But that's really it. Otherwise, they clean it up. Like they will clean pretty much all of it up. I can usually get like the second round in before they clean it up, but by the time you go in another time, we only do 2 rounds, don't we? Mm-hmm. We usually only do 2 rounds. If it's really hot outside, this is very temperature sensitive. So if it's really hot out, we won't treat. And it also has to be stored somewhere cool, usually inside. But we've had this since last year, haven't we?
Yep.
And we've just stored it inside and it's been fine. So then you just put it onto the card. That was 50 because it's a double. I don't do it very fancy, just put it on there real quick. And then with that feeder shim inside of it, that lid, it'll be fine. You can place it right on top. And that's it. So I haven't
do a secondary round in
a week. Right?
Is it a week or 2? I can't remember.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Well, that girl got inside my shirt. Well, I felt something stinging, and I was like, that kind of hurts. And then it turned into like, okay, that's a sting for sure. Yeah, she got inside the shirt. Oh well. So I'm going to go ahead and switch the lid out on this one, because it won't work. Ooh, that smoke got right in my... Wow, they're out to get me tonight. Not the bees, but everything. Getting smoke in your eyes is the worst. It burns so bad. Yeah, let's switch this out. I'll just switch it out with this one. You can do it. I've done it. We've done it like one year. We put just a normal telescoping lid on, and it works. I just don't think it's treating them as good. The one benefit about these cards, though, they fit perfectly in a pocket, so you can just keep it in your back pocket and then pull them out. So I'll do 50 on this again. But it's... What?
You know what I'm noticing? The trees are thinning out behind you.
They are. I noticed that the other day, actually. it's getting to that time of the season where everything's kind of starting to die off, and now seeing a flower, it's like, oh, there's still flowers out there. But I think goldenrod's actually blooming right now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I saw some in the backyard the other day.
Bees aren't on it though.
What?
The bees are not on it.
They're not on it, and it could take them a little bit to get on it, or they just won't. It could be one of those years that we just don't have a good fall flow. I will go ahead and just shake some of the bees off of this. Sometimes it's a good idea to make sure she's not on there. But you can shake it like right on top of the frames. Or if you forget like me, just dump it in the front and
They love that.
Oh yeah. And then they'll find their way back. But that's it. I will go ahead and feed the rest of these. Treat. Wow, I've messed that up like 10 times in the last 5 minutes. And then all of these, so I'll treat all of these, and then all of these splits that we just made on, like, I think that was the last video.
Mm-hmm.
No, the video before, because we've dropped queens in on the last one. We won't treat, and we will be checking them soon, actually, because they should.
But they will get oxalic.
They will, yeah. That stinger's still in there. They will get oxalic in usually November is when we do that. So we'll treat all of these with Apagard and oxalic, and then these will just get oxalid. And they should be fine. They will get treated. If they make it through winter, they will get treated in the springtime usually. Sometimes. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think that's it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's really it. And we'll go ahead and do this on all of these, switch out all of these lids. We'll have to grab a few more, and then I'll call it good. Also wanted to show, I threw it over here earlier. If you don't have the lids that have that feeder shim built into it, you can just buy feeder shims that are like this. A bunch of companies have them. For us, we don't buy them anymore because it's super easy to just cut a box. If you have a box like if it's a normal 10 frame like this, and the bottom of it is like rotted or falling apart, but the top is good, just cut the box, and then
it's a medium.
And then, yeah, it can turn into a medium you can use, or you can cut it again and turn it into a feeder shim. I'm also noticing there might be some, I was gonna say skunk, but it doesn't really look like it. There's a bunch of dead bees out front here. That looks like a queen. Oh, it is.
Oh, that's not good.
I wonder where that came from. Yeah, that's a queen bee.
Uh-oh.
Oh wait, there's another one. There's 2 queens laying on the ground dead. So I guess we'll definitely come back and check all of these to make sure that they came back mated and that these ones still have queens, because they could have been just the virgins from those that came back and they just didn't make it to the right hive. I don't know, but well, that's interesting. I'm surprised I noticed that actually. Well, anyways, I guess we'll go ahead and check that on the next video, but that's what we're doing for now, is just checking all of these and putting Apagard in. But yeah, I don't know why they'd just be up at the front like that. I don't know why there's a bunch of dead ones, but I guess we'll do an inspection whenever we come back to it, because it's getting too late to do that right now. This one also won't be treated because it is a double nuke and it's a split that we just made, so we won't be treating that, but I'll go ahead and move on to this one. And with these lids,
no, not that one, because that has splits.
But with these lids, you usually have to put a feeder shim in, so I'll probably put this shim on there and then treat it, because it's hard to do it because they have those feeders in there too. But anyways, I think that's all for today's video, so thanks for watching. Follow along for more bee adventures and be here next time on Beekeeping with Natalie.